What's up, Dragon Brood? Today, well, let me give you some history about today. So, first off, we've been trying all these different Izzet builds. As a matter of fact, I think I built like 10 or 11 of them myself, and in the current standard, they just weren't getting there for one reason or another. Tried a bunch of different cards. Then we did the streams to have viewers submit decks every week, twice a week. We had people submitting 3 or 4 of those on each stream. None of those were getting there. So eventually I kind of had to put a hiatus on, a moratorium we'll call it, on people submitting Izzet decks until we figured out what the secret sauce is. Well, last night on stream, one of my viewers, Jay White, might have actually figured out the secret sauce. Maybe. But we're going to put it to the test and see how it holds up. But before we do that, you know I gotta ask, if you haven't, please remember to like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell and help me out. But more importantly, make sure you hit that red subscribe button because we are getting very close to the 10K by our deadline. So help us get to 10,000 subscribers, hit that red button for me. And now let's go take a look at this Izzet Spells list that I'm sure many people really want to see. Okay, now, when we go through this list of cards, you're probably going to look at everything and go like, okay, well, this looks like mostly what I would think it would look like. But this might be the thing. Now, I will say this card does nothing really in the Yorion matchups. Like, I mean, you can kill like an Apparition and you can kill a Yorion, but it doesn't really move the game forward, right? And they have a few ways to remove it anyway. So those matchups we're just going to assume are bad. But for all the other matchups, when you're talking about playing against Rogues, playing against Gruul, you know, these white weenie decks, whatever, like, this has actually been pretty good. We did play, I believe it was 5 matches on stream, so if you're curious, you can go over to twitch.com/PowrDragn and check out the VOD from Thursday nights, which I guess would have been the 7th. That you can see some of the matches we play out there. But I'm actually going to play it here and just try it with the last updates that we made and see kind of how it holds up, because I'm very curious how this is going to work out. We debated playing it in some of the challenges. I might do that later, but I'm just going to hop into the regular ranked games and see kind of how it does. So this is actually really intriguing how this card works. But the rest of the list is 3 Op, 4 Shock, 4 Frantic Inventory, 3 Negate, 4 Blitz of the Thunder Raptor, 4 Fire Prophecy, the Relic Amulet. By the way the Relic Amulet works is just 2 mana, but every time you play a spell, well, you play an instant or a sorcery, or a wizard, though we don't really have any wizards in the deck, you get to add a counter to it. You can pay 2, tap it, remove the counters, all the counters, to deal that much damage to target creature. So you definitely can keep creatures off the board, and you don't have to worry about your removal being as countered, which is kind of nice. We are playing 3 Brazen Borrower, just as really what we came down to is having another way to close the game. So giving us another attacker. Then we have 4 Bonecrusher Giants, 4 Experimental Overloads, 1 Castle Vantress, 8 Island, 8 Mountain, 4 Pathway, and 2 Crawling Barrens. So we're just going to see if this gets it done. So let's go hop into the arena and see what happens. Alright, we could go first. Let's go ahead and keep this. It's not the most outstanding hand. It's going to kind of plays a bit different than we want, really. But, I mean, we could just be in a situation where we just Brazen Borrower to slow them down and we just play our flyers and we just let whatever happens happen. They're obviously not going to do anything to this. Blitz of the Thunder Raptor. I'm going to put that one away. We don't have that many spells right now, and we can deal with the creatures for the most part with the Brazen Borrowers. So we're just going to let it ride. See what the opponent does here. Alright, so it's blue-black. Not necessarily what we were anticipating, but I actually don't mind that. They have a crab, which we can turn to their hand. So it slows down what they can do next turn. Okay, so they play an Enforcer. Great. That actually doesn't harm us too much. That might actually help our Experimental Overload down the road. So that's kind of sweet. Maybe they'll help us with the Frantic Search. Let's see. It is possible their plan here is just Crab, play land, play Soaring Thought Thief. So we're really looking for like shocks and stuff to kind of pick off these enforcers. Is really what we're aiming for. But we'll see. We didn't get a frantic inventory? Oh, that's a negate. Which negate isn't huge in this matchup unless we're just trying to stop one of their counters. Or possibly stop a removal spell, maybe. It's probably the most we're going to do with it here. Go ahead and set this to red. It says we have 5 in the yard. What do we want to get back, though? We get 5 into an experimental overload. We can wait till we get to 6 mana, because right now we get to keep Borrower plus Frantic Search, which is probably better. So let's go with that. Crab. You know what? Let's bounce that other crab. So if they have an island, they have to play it now. We only lose 3. Yep. I am okay with that. Man, still no frantic inventories got flipped. How unlucky is that? Getting all of our Bone Crusher Giants, though. That's disappointing. Even a Fire Prophecy would have been fine to kill a Ruin Crab. But no such luck. Alright. They're going to do their thing. They are down to 3 cards, and they're scrying for some stuff. Though they could still be playing, like, Into the Story or some such. Let's go ahead and get our 1 card. Okay, Crawling Barrens. I don't hate that. I sort of want to wait till we can get an additional card out of here. However, though, we could, like, experimental overload into overload. Since we have a couple of them in there, we could just start cycling those, which could be beneficial. So I wouldn't hate that, really. We're not going to block anything with this Brazen Bar, so let's go ahead and get in there with that. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're just going to overload into overload. Because next turn, then, we can overload plus spell. And, or, I don't know, depends on what we draw. Opponent could be benefited to leave mana up here for a few reasons. We're at 30 cards, but they do have double crabs, so it's not all that many, so we got to be a little bit careful. I mean, if the opponent chooses not to attack with Thieves, I was going to say, okay, well that's annoying, but possibly we could draw something to deal with that. Actually, we could just get something to deal with that out of our yard. So yeah, no block. We can literally just get a Fire Prophecy and get rid of one of these lands, which is like great value for us. So let's definitely do that. And then we can attack through with things. We're gonna, yeah, take a Fire Prophecy. And then we'll play this on red. Fire Prophecy, target that big dude. Yes, we will get rid of one of these islands. That is most excellent. We will be attacking for lots many. Yep, one of them crabs has to go to work. And we are not interested in blocking the Thieves Guild Enforcer, because we have both Blitz at Thunder Raptor, plus we can turn the Crawling Barrens into a 2/2. Alright, still doesn't change much of anything. I mean, interesting play by the opponent, but it doesn't really change our position much. If we're worried about racing, we still benefit winning this race, for sure. Yeah, we're just going to attack for 3. And then while we're at it, I think I'm just going to go ahead and play this now. And do we want to kill a crab is a question. How many cards do we have? 26? Nah, we'll just end the turn. Opponent's at 8. I mean, we could find a shock. We only have one Bone Crusher left, I think. Would have been nice to have gotten one of those relic amulets during all of this. We could have got rid of those crabs a long time ago. Opponent's going to draw a card. Let's go ahead and kill that Thieves Guild Enforcer. Make sure we can keep up the life race here. If they decide to do something to the Blitz of the Thunder Raptor, it also limits what they can play off of what they draw. So they're going to rewind. They really want to keep that alive? Yeah, that's fine. I'd rather you not. Just making sure it limits how we can lose this, right? Because even if they find like a Soaring Thought Thief, block one of our Brazen Borrowers, we can still keep the pressure up to where we can turn this into a thing. And maybe I could have kept the other one, but with them untapping 4 mana and having 2 cards, that wasn't going to be what we were looking for, really. Alright, let's go for this. Shock is nice. I don't know if it's really what we're looking for. We can pump a Crawling Barrens and attack with everything. We do. It's already at 6 max, because how many cards are in our graveyard, so we're not going to get any more out of that. So, yeah, we're going to pump those Crawling Barrens. And we're going to attack. Alright. They're going to not block our Brazen Borrowers. I mean, might as well and go to 18, right? Exactly. Alright, so all that damage happened. And then we're going to kill a crab. Alright. What do you got, opponent? Land is a concern. That puts us at 15 cards. But not enough that we're totally worried here. Juice this up, take action, and we're attacking. We're basically creating a 2-turn clock here. Unless they're going to force themselves to block with their crab at some point. Alright, and we have a negate, so we're not super concerned about anything happening unless they have spell plus counter in hand. They are passing. There is an amulet, a little bit late to the party. Not really what we're looking for here. Oh boy. I think we're going to get there, team. I think that's it. Well, that helps quite a lot, actually. Alright, activate this. We'll turn it into a creature. We're going to attack. Thieves Guild Enforcer. Okay. I mean, they have to try to kill the Brazen Borrower, right? Okay, they're dead. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. Definitely keeping just because we have multiple ways to filter our hands. We have a counter if we need it. So hard to be too upset about this one. No, this almost feels more like a control deck than some type of actual spells deck, whatever, looking at this hand. I'll seed. Alright, well, we'll work on killing that here in a second. I'm going to scrap that, because getting more burn and bounce stuff is better. However, the deck decided, F it, I think you need some burns or some more land. So there we go. Opponent wants to play Aspirant. Okay, well. Probably should be putting counters on the Aspirant, which we will kill. And we'll take our 1. There also is a lot of white aggro decks on the ladder right now, which I find amusing because I feel like we were telling people about white aggro decks a while ago, but now everybody's back on that for some reason. Oh, if I'd known that's all you were going to do, deck, I would have gladly taken the other option. So see, this is where it gets a little tough, because part of you wants to play the Relic just because we can still off stuff, but yeah, I'm just gonna pass. I don't know why. I feel like playing the Relic could have been dangerous there. If the opponent doesn't tap out, they'll be able to attack to protect whatever they want with the Owl Seed. And we may end up just having to target that anyway. Oh, they didn't have anything. Gosh, dang it. Well, we definitely missed an opportunity. We had no way to know, though. Let's go ahead and play this. I mean, they might just have, like, apparitions or something and just gonna remove our Relic, but nah, if they do, they do. Are they reading the Relic? It's not highlighted like they're reading it. Maybe they are. Alright, it resolves. We pass. Opponent plays Disenchant. Like, what? No, they actually didn't have it. They do have a Banishing Light, though. Alright, fine. Sure. Still not going to play the Shock yet. Just waiting to see if they play, like, land and maybe even some other thing we want to kill. Looks like they don't have it. So... Man, part of me wants... And I could have used it on that, by the way. I have Negate up. But I don't think it was that important. Their decks are more about threats, so I'd rather deal with the threats. Only holding the land in hand in case we want to Fire Prophecy it away. Okay, now we'll stop that one. I mean, their hand could just be all Banishing Lights or something. Silly things like that happen from time to time, but if it is, it is. You know. Apparition. So they would steal that. Okay, we'll at least get a 2-2 to fight with. That's fine. Not generally how we want to be using this, but hey, we get a creature. Oh, and we get a Brazen Bar. Look at that. Look at that. Question is, nope, you know what? I'm not going to be greedy. I thought about just playing it just to attack, but nah, it's alright. Depending on what the opponent does too, this could open some weird situations where maybe we want to get something out from under the Banishing Light and like do that whole thing. Alright, so let's bounce this. Go ahead and play this. Don't know how we're going to race that just yet. Oh, well there you go. There's our answer. I was like, I don't know what we're going to do. Like, oh, we're going to just do that. Exactly that. That's the answer. Okay, so we can do 4 to turn this into a 2-2. Ooh, an ECD, huh? Alright, fair. In a weird way, I thought it would have been better for them to play the Archon first, but, you know, hey, what do I know? Ooh, now there's an intriguing scenario. We take Fire Prophecy Frantic Inventory. What can we get back? They can get an Alseed and Apparition. They're probably going to get Apparition. But Apparition doesn't even remove a token. So I guess you just get Aspirant. This is the real play. So let's just... I'll probably just get a Frantic Search. Nah, we'll get Negate. That's what we're going to do. That's the right answer. And this just speeds up the clock. Like, they've got to do something here. Granted, we're not going to be able to cast this for 2. We have to wait till next turn, do it for 4. Because that's the only thing. There's a Mothra. Oh, and a Selfless Savior. Alright, that is a real unfortunate problem. That, however, helps things a bit. Okay, then. What do you get back? How do we feel about this? There's so many questions. Alright, so let's tap this and this. Get this lady out of the way. What did you just... Oh, because I had to tap 4. I was like, what are you doing, Arena? Alright, chump blocking. Alright, so it gives us the choice of Negate or Blitz here. Whatever we feel we need. Alright, that comes back. Doesn't remove anything. Though it does give them a 3/3. Which is relevant. I think our opponent didn't know they couldn't remove a token, I think is what we're seeing here. And then we're going to play Mothra again. Wait, what's happening here? Are we just going to, like, shatter this guy? Is that what's about to happen? Okay, sure. You protect your apparition. I guess that's what we're doing, right? Okay. Sure. That was a strange sequence, y'all. I don't know how I feel about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn this into a 4/4. And we'll attack. Alright. Opponent basically has to have one of these and a protective creature for it. Alright. That also doesn't remove anything, because these don't cost... Yeah, that's just game. Yeah. You know, I will say, against Yorion decks, you can still have options if you're able to draw the Crawling Barrens, I think. That's a big part of those matchups, I feel like. What is this? Haste Dinosaurs. What? We are playing ladder. This is not open play. Like, is this a deck I don't know about? Just all hasty things, maybe? I don't know what world we're in. There's a Phoenix. Okay, I guess I'll just kill the Phoenix, because that's more concerning. Okay, let's do that. Tap for colorless blue. Play that amulet. Alright. So now we can start setting up, shock some things. Oh, no, 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 no. That is not good. Alright. So plan here is just draw land, right? Because then we can Fire Prophecy Torbran plus shoot Torbran. That is another way we could do this. Not the most appealing way, mind you, but it is a way we could do this. Now, part of me wants to wait, because the opponent's playing a bunch of haste things. Actually, I'm gonna, but as soon as they play, like, the +3/+2 thing, I'll just look like an idiot, and that's fine. Like, I know what I'm walking into. They have another one? Alright. Let me see how bad this is. Like, this is what I get for getting cute. Here it comes. Oh, they didn't have it. Okay. I don't feel nearly as bad. Because that could have been very silly, honest. That could have been needlessly reckless. If we're being honest. Alright, so I'm just going to pass. Since we have the ability to draw a card, shoot a thing, since these are 1 toughness, we can get some spells in the yard for these overloads. Some TCGPlayer action, huh? Source you control would deal damage to an opponent. It deals of a red source. Okay, well that matters. Words matter. Okay, well let's just draw a card. And then let's shoot that little guy. We like how that works. They have enough cards in the yard to get that back, so we do have to be aware of what's going on. Alright, so we're gonna Prophecy, do nothing, kill TCGPlayer, or do we just make a 4? And risk it, I think. Risk it for the biscuit. Well, what do we have to get back, though? We do have a shock we can get back. That would be a 3 toughness, though, so I don't think... You know what? Let's do this anyway. And I'm actually going to get an opt back. And then we'll pass. Now, if they just steal our thing and hit us for 1 billion, we're just dead, right? Because that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'd be at 3. That'd be an ugly spot to be in. Alright, so they're not doing that. They're just going for Phoenix. Alright. That doesn't hurt our feelings so bad. Just Phoenix for 5? Cool. I'm down with that. That is something we can get behind. Mostly because we can get this to 3 counters and kill a Phoenix possibly, if we want to. Okay, so we could Fire Prophecy, kill Phoenix, puts that to 3 counters. With the land, we could draw a card. Draw 2 cards. Yeah, we do want the land, actually. Because we'll need 6 mana. Or that. That's fine as well. Okay, well now we're feeling pretty good. Not the most smooth way to get there against the red decks, but we're okay with this. Opponents deciding they want to bring the pain, as they say. Alright. How do I want to do this? We can block the 1/1. We can shoot the Phoenix. We can, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The problem is if we don't block TCGPlayer, we don't allow them to play their Embercleave here, which is what they want to do. So, yeah. We have to force them to do something. Otherwise, they would pass and just deal lethal to us, and we don't want that. Alright, so there's an Embercleave. We can wait to see where they want to put the Embercleave, which is the obvious place. So let's shoot the Phoenix. You know what? I'm not even going to draw a card. I think I'm just going to bounce the token. I'm just going to decline. All our cards are pretty good here. And then, yeah, we're just going to bounce token. So no damage there. And then we're just going to shoot TCGPlayer. Man, look how good this turn looked. I mean, we literally just straight up, they Ember Cleaved and we just cleared their board. Come on, no pump spell for your guy. Oh, Spike Field Hazardous, so we take some bonus damage? Sure. We can live with that. Alright, now it's just a matter of how we use our mana from here. I am going to go ahead and do this. Partly so we can start reloading the amulet, but also so we can put a Fire Prophecy in hand. In case there's some Phoenix shenanigans. And we're going to start trying to close this window as best we can. If they go to try to equip something, we can just kill it. Unless it's another Torbran. But at that point, we'll just see how quick we can get this up to 5 counters. Or some combination of damage to go with. But we already have 9 damage on the board. So opponent, at best, on a 2-turn clock. Ooh, is that going to kill us? 3 and 3. Yeah, that'll get us if you have it, opponent. Are we dead? Oh, they just passed. Ooh. They're just going to try to top deck to kill us? Oh, man. Alright. This is intense. Oh, we did not want those. I needed something else that was not that. Okay. 9. We can do 10, 11. That is not going to end things, though. That is not good. We get them to 9. That puts it 7. We could play a Brazen Bar during their end step. Yeah, we can still do this. And Borrower, so that seems fine. We can still kill a Phoenix before it equips. We could also bounce it. Yeah, we just have to hope they don't draw 3 damage here. That's the real play. Alright, this is it. Good luck. May the odds be ever in our favor. Did you get their opponent? I'm at 3. I mean, this is sick. We survived double Torbran, Embercleave, Phoenix. So if their play is just get Phoenix, we for sure have this. Because we can make an attempt to shoot it. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Ooh. I don't know what to say, y'all. Like, I think this deck is actually playable, right? And you didn't see it in these particular games, but like I said, we played it on stream. We actually did well against Rogues, which we did play against a blue-black mill roguish build in one of these. But we beat Rogues, we beat some of the white weenie decks, one of the control decks actually. And even here in this video, like I thought the Yorion match was going to be much worse than it was, and it was actually pretty close. And I'll admit, I don't even think I made a couple of the best choices in my card sequencing there, so there's a chance we could have won that. And also, like I said, had we just drawn Crawling Barons, we could have won that matchup too. So there's a lot of things there that still put this in contender territory. I am very surprised. So again, credit to one of my, I don't know what we call them, chat mates, chat regulars, viewers from Twitch that goes by Jay White. You know, that relic amulet really does a little bit of work. So good deal. Maybe that was the missing piece we needed. But yeah, if you've been wanting to play Izzet Spells, this deck actually can win some games. So go have at it. In the card spotlight, we're gonna cheat a little bit. We're talking about 2 cards. We're talking about Astral Slide and Lightning Rift. Because honestly, for all the people that complain about cycling, like, this is the original build of cycling that just had people so upset. Like, you were able to blink back in morph creatures or creatures that had into battlefield abilities, and you could just ping your opponent every single time you cycled. Like, and you had lands that cycled. It was just super annoying. So the current builds, yes, they're annoying and they're cheap and whatever, but man, Astral Slide, that was the cycling deck back in the day. If you don't know, you don't know, but go look up a wiki or something. It's worth finding out. Those were a pretty potent 2-card combo. And as always, if you would like this deck list, or if you want to come follow us over on Twitch or join our Discord to come talk about all things Magic, especially right now with the previews going on. By the way, I have other preview videos reviewing all the cards every day they come out, so be sure to look for those. But if you want the links for all that stuff, or you want to visit my sponsors, or buy something in the merchandise store to help me out, all the links are down below. And as well, if you were shopping on TCGPlayer or Amazon, be sure to check a link down below. Even if you don't buy the item that's linked, as long as you shop within 24 hours, I'll get a small kickback and that'll help me out. And I gotta ask, oh so nicely, and I mean this in the most sincere way, please hit that subscribe button and help me out. We are getting so close to hitting our 10,000 subscriber goal by February 1st. It's right around the corner and we're almost there. Please come on for the ride, join the brood, hit the subscribe button. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.